What is up, my Sapo Storm? Righteous Raikou here, and today we're gonna actually have a post recording for this. Sadly, because we had a grinding montage, I kept the microphone off while recording, and when I recorded this episode, it did not work out so well. So today's just gonna have to deal with this. I'm not gonna be as surprised as I originally was, but today I'm gonna show you. Well, I'm trying to keep track with this. It's really hard to do that, especially with keeping track of this. So we're going to go into the PC real quick, and we're going to take a look at the death box, which, if you take a notice, we have 4 missing party members from the grinding montage. Crobat, Raichu, Lucy, our Gardevoir, and Rosaline, our Sunflora. Batgirl and Thunderstruck, sadly, they were eliminating the grinding montage for multiple reasons. But that's besides the point. So, gonna get out of that. They were eliminated because we went and got a Latias, which we got through a through the wild area in Jagged Pass. We were grinding over there and we found Latias. Now, here's the main problem with the Latias. Is you have to it was all part of what I want to call the legendary clause, which is actually in the description. The legendary clause basically states that if in a random circumstance where we find a legendary, whether if it was founded, whether if it was found or not in the wild, then we could scoop that up. And this is just a quick recap of our team. Jen, our Hitmonlee, which was named after my good friend of mine, PokeGen, the PokeGen, and we got that from the egg from Lava Ridge. Sorry I'm not doing the whole team with the recap. It's really hard to do that with the post-recording. It's hard to keep up with what I was trying to say, but the biggest issue was us saying the grinding montage. We scooped up Latias. It was able to stall us out with Wish and Dragon Breath, and it just kept annihilating my team until eventually it got caught into a Great Ball. But it was terrifying. We lost Lucy, we lost Crobat, we lost Raichu, we lost Psycho, we lost so many Pokemon. I'm not liking this right now. But in the end, it's just stuff we had to do. We got Beauty slacking over there. Cuddles, we got holding nice choice band. It's going to be amazing later on. Thief, holding nice leftovers. But that's the best we can really do right now. Because having no Latias and whatnot, it's really, really upsetting. It's just a lot to handle with right now. It's just really, really tough. So this episode today, we're going to take on Flannery, the Lava Ridge gym leader, and we're going to hopefully get that. Well, we obviously are, but we are going to get that gym badge today. Her typing was actually really, really surprising. But just back to the grinding montage thing. The Latias, was it really worth it? I don't know. I really don't know. Because Gardevoir had Calm Mind. It had Confusion. It had all sorts of those good moves. And we just basically pissed it all away. It's really tough. So we're going to have to make do with that. And I, again, apologize for this being a post-recording, because there's nothing I really could do about that at that point, because I thought I had my audio on. I turned my audio off originally because the grinding montage, there's no need in hearing all that speed up button and stuff. But it's whatever at this point. So let's heal up our Pokemon up real quick. Oh, okay, let's take the Pokemon for a few seconds. I'm going to try to read the text to the best of my ability for the trainers, because I know sometimes I didn't read the text. And even if I did read the text, I'll still try to read it. I'm going to try to keep up with the video. So let's head on to the Lava City Gym. Let's get on to it. And I apologize for the mouse cursor because I couldn't get out. I think I just couldn't get out of the frame shot because there was like an antivirus thing pop up or whatever. But that's besides the point. So let's find out what typing is the first typing. I decided to take the safe bet and put in Cuddles. Because just in case it was a rock type gym, I figured, sorry, not rock type, fire type gym, let's take the safe bet and put in a rock type. So we begin off, and we got a nice backpacker named Trainer Tristan, who sends out a Ghastly. Now I think, wow, this is really interesting now. Now I can't really do much to this Ghastly. I can use a rock throw, and this Nightshade does a good amount to Cuddles. And I mean a good amount. So I rock throw him. It's a one-hit KO. Bing, bada, boom. All said and done. Now, Jen gets up to level 15 because of the XP share. Well, it seems to me I lost without ever being in control. Oh, sucks. So now we're going to switch out Cuddles and put in Thief for the lead position. Because even though Cuddles has a choice band, you'll find out that choice band is not always the best way to go. But we're going to heal up Cuddles because we're going to need Cuddles eventually. And now we're going to get into another train battle. Come on, get with it. Let's go before my feelings cool. So let's keep going. And this fire breather is Poet Rachel. He sends out Sheninja. Ooh, too spooky for me, please nerf. Now I decide here that I'm just going to rock throw. Easy kill. It's Sheninja, come on. Unless it's like a focus sash Sheninja. Oh god, too spoopy. And I apologize for the lid snapping you hear. Just me getting access to my coffee because I'm a caffeine addict. Alright, so we're going to now switch out Cuddles with Thief. So that way we have a much easier time later on. So we're going to get ourselves into a double battle. Nice and double battle. Oh, yikes, that's hot. Can you feel your Pokemon at 320 degree heat? Okay, Mr. Mad Cargo. Poet Donna and Champion Mia want to battle. Still no Nate. Ooh, Duskull and Dusclops are probably the most annoying Pokemon I've ever come across. Now here I think, you know what, let's go for Pursuit. Let's try to get some chip damage on this Dusclops. But here I forget that Duskull has Levitate. I didn't know this at the time. I thought he just had Pressure. But, because I thought he was just like Duskull Dusclops where he just has Pressure. But that is more than not the case. So figure, alright, let's just keep going for Magnitude to get this Dusclops out. And let's go for Pursuit to knock out the Duskull. And this will prove that it will only be half as effective as I thought it was going to be. Because now we get Duskull about to halfway. And now Cuddles hits that nice in Magnitude to knock out Dusclops. So the problem is I can't even touch this Duskull. Because I'm choice banded into Magnitude. Which Magnitude does a lot of damage for a choice banded move. Like just Magnitude 8, I could probably do as much if not more than an Earthquake. Which is pretty insane. So use Pursuit. I got no moves left, so it's pretty much down to struggle. Duskull's out and about. We're all good and ready to go. Thief gets a nice 118. Cuddles gets a nice 118. Gets up to level 22. Jen gets up to level 16. Nice and level 16. Tries to learn Jump Kick. So I figured, why not? We're going to delete Double Kick, which is only a 30 base power move. So we want kind of that nice and 100 base power with, even though it's only 90 accuracy, we want that nice base power. Because that can make a difference though, but if we do learn High Jump Kick, that is risk that might not have that good much reward. I don't even know if we're going to even learn High Jump Kick if we have the chance. It didn't burn hotly enough. Oh yeah. So let's head up, and we're going to head up into this hole. As long as I'm not staring off into the distance. Let's see. Where do I go next? Turn left. And we're gonna go there for a nice trainer battle. Okay, I'll battle with you. Oh yeah, let's battle. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Snap it to Slim Jim. Manager Daniel wants to battle. Manager Nate wants to battle. Ghastly versus Thief. Now I'm thinking, oh, this is obvious. Pursuit. Let's do this. Get her done. GG Hater. Ghastly's one-shotted. GG Hater. Because Murkrow is a beast. The Thief be stealing all of your things. All of your things. Nice and shiny, all of your things. So let's head back down. And let's try to find the gym leader, which we failed to do at. Now, just a quick side note that this is actually going to be a part 2 to the original episode of part 8, or episode 8, because, or I think I'm just going to call it like 8.1 or whatever, but it's going to be called, it's just going to be a part 2 because last episode I want to end really after Lava Ridge, but that wasn't the case at the time because everyone was just a little too low leveled. So I figured let's just do some grinding before. So we end up just having, even though it's going to be 2 separate episodes, it's technically one whole episode, which all in all is going to be way, way long. I mean, even like some of our other episodes, one episode in particular of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which you should check out because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is amazing. But on side note, let's get back to the action, shall we? I'm Flyer Knight, the gym leader here. Dare not underestimate me, though. I have been the leader only a short time. With the skills inherited from my grandfather, I shall demonstrate the hot moves that honed on this land. Ooh, nice and battle right there. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Flannery. Ooh, Champion Malcolm. Shedinja. Ooh, it's got that sturdy, doesn't it? You got that sturdy, don't you? That sturdy Shedinja. Oh, no. That sturdy 5th gen Shedinja that would eat up hits for days. Thief got up to level 25. Hell yeah. Jen got up to level 17. Not bad at all. And who's next? Shedinja. And who else but Murkrow to go for a nice attack. Get it up out. Get it up out. Now, here's where it gets annoying. You guessed it, Dusclops. Because then you would think, oh wait, it's Dusclops. It's a ghost type, it should be easy. Not at all. Not in the least. Because the only reason it's a pain in the ass is its bulk. It's sheer bulk. Not anything else, just its bulk. It'll eat up hits for days for no reason because it Dusclops. You give that an Eviolite, you're gonna put your opponents to tears. 2 tears. It's just terrifying. And see, I get it right to the red just by spamming, and nope. And she doesn't have just one Hyper Potion. She has more. And here's another big issue. It likes to use the move Disable. So it's just like, yeah, why should I even waste my time with you? Just going to keep spamming Astonish at this point because I'm going to ride on the fact it's going to use Disable, but I know it's not going to hold out for that much longer. Because it's going to feel like, you know what, why should I even bother? Why should I even bother trying to Disable when it's using its least powerful move, which is Astonish? So it's going to just nice and confuse me right here. What an asshole. But it's the name of the game, I suppose. Thief becomes confused. I'm getting a nice leftovers recovery over here. And now I'm trying to think, what do I do? Thief is no longer disabled, but I'm also confused. So I have to figure out all this. I hurt myself. Thief hurts itself in confusion. Stupid Thief. Why are you doing this to yourself? You don't even have hands. How do you hate yourself in confusion? At least you're getting some leftovers confusion. You snap it out, thank God. And a nice Pursuit pops up. And now I get back in the red. I think, oh, this has to be the end. This has to be the end at this point. It has to be. Nope. Nice and Hyper Potion right now. So it just likes to mess with my day. It's just saying, Oh, you know that day you wanted? Nah, you can't have a nice day. You fucked. You done fucked up, kid. So I have to send out cuddles, hoping to God I can eat up a hit. Just a hit at this point. So I go in for going on an astonish. I hit a nice move. I think, you know what, let's go for a nice magnitude choice bandit. It should do a good amount of damage. And I get magnitude 5. Magnitude 5. That does nothing. Absolutely nothing to this Dusclops. And he disables my magnitude. So I'm just thinking, oh, fucking great. I don't know why I stayed in on that, but I did. And I just take the recoil damage. So I think at this point, fuck it, I'll just switch back out to Murkrow. Because there's no point in me staying in. Which really there isn't a point in Cuddle staying back in. So I go back to Thief. Thief is going to eat up a nice and Astonish right now. It's not very effective because you know what Murkrow's like. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm not even a ghost type. You get on my level right now. So I'm going to go for a nice Pursuit right here. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. He's going to go for a Foresight. Thank God he didn't go for a Disable. So now this gives me a perfect opportunity to go for a Pursuit. A perfect opportunity. So I take that advantage, go for a nice and Astonish instead, because I want that flinch. And what do I get? A flinch. And it took how many Astonishes to get a flinch? Ugh, but it's finally done. The Dusclops is finally dead. We can all rest in peace now. So Jen gets a nice and experience, Thief gets nice and experience. Mischievous comes out and I think, okay, this pretty much guarantees me that I'm screwed. Because what does Mischievous have that's known for? Spite. It has Spite, and I believe it also has Grudge. It did not use Grudge, but it has Spite. So it just whittles away my power points. It just whittles it away. Look at all of that PP I'm losing. So I have no Astonish. All I have is one Pursuit left, and I have Peck. Mischievous is pretty bulky. Not bulky, but pretty bulky. So we go for a nice and Peck right now. Mischievous is hanging on by a thread. By a thread. So I think, fuck it, let's go for a Peck. Mischievous goes down. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Jen gets up to level 18. All nice and levels. Flannery all nice and not self-conscious. She's just not confident, you know. She ain't got that the women's self-esteem right there. I got the nice and spoopy heat badge. Too spoopy for me, please nerf. And now we have heat badge. All Pokemon up to level 50, even those I get in a trade from other Pokemon, will obey me completely. And lets Pokemon use the HM strength outside the battle. This is a token of my appreciation. TM50, which is not even overheat. It's not overheat. So you wonder, what could it possibly be? And I even think, what could possibly go wrong here? What is it? It's Confuse Ray. Fucking Confuse Ray. So now I have to think, you know what, is this really worth it? Yes, it is. So now we go and use it, and we look at only Beauty and Thief can learn it. Who else but Thief would learn Confuse Ray? Because now that just sounds amazing. Peck, Astonish, Pursuit, and Confuse Ray. Because now Confuse some bitches, Astonish, Pursuit, and Peck. We're all good to go on the stab machine. And this is just perfect. And now we have to all talk to May, because May's annoying like that. Chris, long time no see. Oh, while I visited Hot Springs, you managed to get the Lava Hot Bridge. Lava Hot Bridge, yep. Can't even speak today. We get okay for you to have this. And we get nice and go-go goggles. Not bad. Not bad at all. With those go-go goggles, you'll have no trouble getting through the desert near Route 111. But wow, Chris, challenging gyms? You're trying hard because I don't want you to lose to me, I bet. Chris, I think you should challenge your dad to Pebble your gym. See you then. Alright. So, we're going to start wrapping it up here. We're just going to check and see if we can sell anything first. but we accidentally click on buy because, you know, we don't think of these things. There's no really TMs we can sell right now. I mean, we don't really need Sidewave, but it's whatever at that point. We're going to try to sell to the vendor some revival herb because we don't need that weed right now. We need about that thug life. We need about that herb. So we're all going to head up out. And this is where I'm going to start wrapping it up here. So like, comment, share, show all that support and love for that like button, subscribe button. You know the whole ordeal. Be sure to check out my other LP, which is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time. It's getting actually really good, and especially today, story is really starting to heat up. It's actually getting really, really fun to play. And even today, it's started to actually become really, really difficult to play. But I thank you all for watching, even if it was just this video, all the videos. Your support is really greatly appreciated. You have no idea. Because without you guys, this channel is nothing. And it's just amazing to see, even if it's 8 subscribers or whatever it be, 8 subscribers or 8 million subscribers. You guys are the best. I can't ask for anything better. But I'm going to head out here. Thank you for watching. This is Righteous Raikou here, signing out, reminding you to keep riding the lightning.